Hey, you fucking idiots. Watch the Jimbo and James show Friday nights at 9 Central on Twitch TV.
The once a month show, the Jimbo and James show. We decided to take a few weeks off to do other things. The first week we took off, what was that, 2 weeks ago? I went to an Oktoberfest across the street from my sister's house, and it was a blast. It was a really good time. And then last week, why didn't we stream last week?
I had a side job to do.
Oh, that's right.
I had to work or whatever. So
That's right.
Yeah.
And I feel like you were kind of trying to give yourself an out for today because you texted me this earlier today, like, hey, since you have a side job, does that mean we're not doing a show?
He's right.
I was
He's
like,
right.
no, we got to
He's
do a
right.
show. I'm
Gotta
getting
do
hate
it.
mail
We
from
gotta-
Jim Griffith right now. Jim Griffith is going to show up to the door to make sure we're okay.
Oh shit!
Jimmy G, how you doing? Welcome in. Scoober McGruber, welcome in.
Is he gonna come to the door like this?
FBI, open up!
Yeah, for real. This one's for Jim Griffith, actually. I wanted to share what I paid at the pump earlier today. $3.69 at our local mobile gas station. So
All right, so hit the meme for us.
Damn,
there it
is.
I was waiting for it.
So
is that
relative?
Is that high
it's
or
gone
low
down.
for that area?
It's gone down. It was last month it was like 404 something. So it's gone down. But it's still ridiculous.
Yeah, that is high. I think it's like $1 cheaper here.
269, damn, you're whack.
Yeah.
Jimmy G's got an Oktoberfest over by him too.
Okay.
All right, let's head over to our favorite segment. You know what it is.
Tell me something good.
Everybody in the chat, type in your something good. What did you guys do this week, last week? Shit. You guys could tell us for like 3 weeks because we were off for 3 weeks.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. I got to think about what I'm going to say.
So I got a few, so I'll try to make it long. So one of them is I got a 3.3% raise for my job, and
hey, there we go.
Just got added to my paycheck this week, so I got a little raise.
Wait, where is it? Here it is. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. The other thing is I'm going to Chicago in the first week of December.
Hey, there it is.
Tell me something good.
The gang is getting back together.
Yeah, it's getting back together. Yeah. So I got a round trip ticket to Chicago for only $120 with tax.
Spirit Airlines, here we come.
Southwest, baby, bags fly free.
That works. That's actually really cheap.
Yeah, you can't find anything cheaper than that. You cannot find anything cheaper than that. I think when me and Scouts and my dad went last year around this time, I think it was like $187 when I went. But yeah, $120 to get to Chicago round trip. That's cheap as hell.
Direct flight?
Direct flight both ways.
Nice. Blitzen, welcome in. Hi, Jimmy G says I gotta hide the cats from you when you get in.
Oh yeah.
Nah, they're okay. They'll actually run. Miss Danny, how you doing? Welcome in, Danny.
Danny, welcome in. It's good to see you again. Blitzen, it's good to see you too as well. Jimmy G, we don't care about you, even though you're always here.
Here, Jimmy G. I wait a minute. Dude, do they change the channel point thing? It's called power ups now.
You're a power up.
Power up and rewards. I don't know what that is. On-screen celebration messages effect. I don't know if the on-screen celebration would even work.
Celebrate holiday. No.
So here you go, Jimmy G.
This is Jim Griffith. I hate freaking NASCAR.
My dad sent me a picture today or a video of Greg Biffle. He's a NASCAR driver, if you didn't know. And I guess he's donating a bunch of supplies and stuff for Florida or whatever. So it was pretty cool.
There's been
Sidebar.
there hasn't been a lot of support from people, celebrities alike, getting stuff ready for the hurricane relief and stuff, like putting stuff together. And I just think it's crazy that the US government said, "Oh, $750." Dude, that
So
doesn't even cover the flat screen on your wall.
So I did some research on that. So that is true, but it's not completely true. I think the initial relief is $750, and then they will send you later. Like, that's your immediate what you can get right away. You can get
So
more. It's just like, oh, here you go. Like, like when you apply for something,
and
you get approved for a certain amount. I think it's like you're
yeah.
automatically approved for that amount at least.
So I'm just wondering, I don't know. It's just a complete mess down there. I'm
Oh, I
so glad I
agree.
live in the Midwest.
I
So glad I
agree.
live in the Midwest. Miss Danny says, yeah, but you have to apply online. Now, how the hell can you do that with no power? That's a good point.
Cell phone?
We have no power, no internet. It's a good point.
I don't know.
Speaking of this, tell me something good section. A little birdie told me that Scoober McGruber is going to be doing a fundraiser coming soon for the hurricane relief funds. So, Scoober, feel free to share that link if it's set up already. If it's not set up already, then let me know. We'll announce it at a later date. Sorry if I'm spoiling your announcement, but I figured I'd get the word out to the 5 viewers that are watching us. My something good last week carried into this week. I sent a picture to you and your brother, and it was a picture of a bunch of computers.
Oh, yeah.
I said, hey, I won these in a government auction, a police auction. I won 10 i5 computers, all for roughly about $25 each. They kind of vary in price. Obviously, the one on the bottom towards you is the oldest one, but I have 6 out of 10 sold so far at double or triple what I paid for them.
You should have did a crypto mine or a crypto whatever.
I still have
Mining
a
for
couple left.
Dogecoin.
I still have a couple left.
Jimbo's mining for Dogecoin.
No, it's Jimbo's PC sales now, and they all went to one guy, one company, one MSP company that runs like other companies. So they're all going to companies. So that works for me. I paid dirt cheap for them. I paid $25 a freaking computer. All of them booted right up.
There you go. That's a fucking win.
And I checked for police data on all of them, and there are none.
Nothing about
Nothing.
Michael Jordan or anything?
Or not even me. My
Okay,
name is
very
not
good.
on there on any police reports.
There you go.
Something good this week? Nope, can't find anything good this week, Danny said.
Well, it's Friday. That's always good.
You're
Unless you have
watching
to
us
work
because we're
tomorrow.
back.
Unless you have to work tomorrow.
So as far as back to a little bit with the hurricane stuff is my power actually went out last Saturday. I know I sent you a picture of like the fire truck. And actually, I think, do I have that picture on here? When was that? Or yeah, right here. Was sitting here at my computer last Saturday. All of a sudden, we heard a big like a pop. one of the lines came down on those cars down there. So fire truck came, fixed our power. Called ComEd. ComEd came, fixed the power. And then this morning it went out again for some odd reason. Kind of random. Are you there? Am I frozen?
No, you're not frozen. I'm like
Oh.
reading. I guess I should be reading out loud. So
Yeah.
Jimmy G says, I have a friend. He lives in Winter Haven, Florida. He didn't get that much damage to his place. He was lucky. He tells me he lives on a hill. Maybe his name is Billy. Hill Billy? No. Okay. Him and his
Oh,
wife
God.
went to a hotel and back home
Good.
safe and sound. Well, that's great.
Good.
I'm glad for your friend. Good shit. And then Danny said, well, work tomorrow, $1,000 needed in tires for my truck. My dad had a heart attack and my
Ooh.
heat broke in my truck. Jesus Christ.
Talk about compound punch to the gut. So Danny, up for the tire situation. It is October, and a lot of tire shops have like that buy 3 get 1 free or $1. You know, I know that's what my work does. They have the tire sales in October, so make sure you do your research on that. And then also, if you know somebody that could put the tires on for you at a little bit of a cheaper price, you can actually buy just the tires from either Costco, Sam's Club, or they can even put them on for you, I guess.
Walmart's actually really cheap with tires.
Yeah, Walmart. And also TireRack.com out of Indiana. I've bought tires from them at a pretty decent price. So TireRack.com. If you just want to buy the tires, and you know somebody that can put them on for you. Other than that, I mean, I would suggest Sam's Club. One of my vendors was telling me that he got a set of 4 tires for his van for like $300 or something stupid. So
I think for when I had the Sonata, I got a set of 4 tires for like $340 or something like that.
she says cheapest tire, single tire for her truck in PA is $240.
You got
Damn.
20s on that truck?
Off-road knob tires.
Yeah, no shit. Jimmy G said his name was Bill. Hillbilly.
Hillbilly. Oh my God, it is Hillbilly. You were kidding too.
Oh, I'll be here all night.
As far as your heat going out, check your fuse box. Might be a fuse. And sorry to hear about your dad's heart attack too. That's unfortunate timing and everything. Hopefully he's okay. Prayers to your dad for a speedy recovery.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're wondering why there's a tree in my background. Oh, broken actuator. Oh, you got a broken actuator door? Yeah. Mine's broken too, and it's been broken. So what I do is I actually have to take the glove box out and like in the summertime, in the wintertime when it switches seasons, I have to like manually turn it. But for you probably, if it's a Ford, it might be that simple. But if it's anything else, you probably have to take the dashboard apart, which is a 7 to 8 hour job. He clamped open the door. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Those go out often. Blend doors is what they're called. They suck to work on. They really do. But again, if you're wondering what's up with my background here, last night we had an
chilling
Aurora.
outside.
I'm chilling outside. Actually, can I do a Homer Simpson thing?
Did it work? Did it work?
His bush is big.
If you're wondering what's up with this, is we had Aurora Borealis come through here yesterday, and I guess there's a chance again tonight. So I was trying to see if I could capture it while we were live. think that would be
Or
kind of
you
cool.
just
This
like
is
to play in the bush, you know, it's
this
just
is
what it
that
is.
same view out this camera yesterday, but you can kind of see a little bit of green towards the distance. It really wasn't that heavy for me, but up by our grandparents' house, this is what it looked like. So it's way different from that by where I live, because I live by all the businesses, so there's a lot of light pollution. And then my other favorite photo online, this is a professional photographer took this one. That's Chicago.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And this one is the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco.
Shout out to San Francisco. Yeah.
So while they were winning yesterday, this was going on in San Fran.
Yeah. While they were winning, Jimmy G. Wow, my fucking dumbass wasn't watching it. God. I had a feeling they were going to blow that fucking game. I'm surprised they didn't.
I didn't even watch it.
But guess what, Jimbo? I was right again 2 times in a row. Just our scout sent us that
Oh
sent
no,
us
it
his
blocked his link. Unbanned. Your bot just banned Scoober McGruber.
his link.
No. It banned him. Here, I unbanned you, Scoober. I'll
Jesus.
try to post your link. I could see it. Copy link. Let's see if it'll ban me. I unbanned you.
There you go.
There you go. If you guys want to help donate to the hurricane relief, this is the Scoober McGruber's putting together the Tiltify for Hurricane Helene in Milton. Right now, he is got $10 towards the donation. It's as easy as clicking the link, and let me share my screen. Easy as clicking the link, selecting how much you want to donate. You can put your information in. Of course, you can, display name is optional, but you can put like your username, and then to payment details, and then there you go. So I'll be donating to this after our stream.
I would
Thank
do
you
it
for
right
putting
now,
that
but
together.
my wallet's in the other room.
You know what? I'm gonna make that our thing at the bottom, the scrolling thing at the bottom.
There you go. Good idea.
Donate. So you talk while I put that on here.
So, anyways, Scouts last night sent me a parlay. He sent me and you a parlay of what do you think he was going to hit? And I told him before he bet that our running back was not going to get a touchdown. And Lord and behold, he got injured and did not get a touchdown.
Oh, wow. So he lost
I-
that?
He lost that $5 bet, but I guess it was one of those bets where you get your no sweat bet or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Danny says I put a really good pictures of those lights in the Discord. Jimmy G said I'll be curious who will trade for the Raiders wide receiver Vontae Adams and when. I wonder where he would go. I really don't know much about who has like the cap room and cap space and all that crap for him to go somewhere or money or I really don't know.
I'm almost done here.
Okay,
Okay.
still
Add
working on it.
banner. Save. There it goes.
Good
Donate
job.
to Hurricane Helene and Milton relief funds with Scoober McGruber, and there's the link. Scoober, if you could send me over a QR code, I'll put it on our screen too.
Yeah, that'll work.
Throw that in the Discord. I'll pull it. I'll pull it off. So yeah, I haven't really been watching a lot of football, to be honest.
Sports.
I've been watching a lot of, honestly, like this week was storm stuff because my grandparents are in Bradenton, Florida, which is hit by the eye. They're all okay. Everybody's okay. They went to my aunt's house that's several miles away, so they're fine. There is
That's
a
always
bug
good.
crawling on my monitor. Green screen.
All we see is a bush. Okay, there we go.
Looks like a stink bug. Oh, it's a lightning bug or something. Let me get a hold on. Continue talking.
Okay. While he's continue talking, I'm gonna pull up a clip because I feel like that's the right thing to do. So Nintendo announced some new hardware over the week. So this is the hardware.
Rich on Tech, that's pretty timely considering what we're
Yeah,
seeing.
and kind of the first iteration of it we saw in North Carolina with the disaster there, and now folks in Florida have access to similar things. First off, I want to say my thoughts to everyone affected by the hurricane there in Florida. But this is one of the first natural disasters where people have a new way to stay connected, satellite messaging. Various cell phones now have the feature, which lets you point your phone towards the open sky to send a message over satellites instead of cellular or Wi-Fi. The iPhone 14, 15, and 16 models have the feature, which previously only worked for emergencies. But now if you update your phone to iOS 18, you can send regular texts and iMessage through it as well. Now, Google Pixel 9 phones also have satellite messaging, but right now it's just for requesting emergency services. And Starlink and T-Mobile have also gotten temporary authorization from the FCC to allow basic texting over satellite in the storm-affected areas in North Carolina and Florida. That is quite amazing, and it's just good to know. Good to know that it's available.
Yeah.
And also, there is a demo on your phone, so check it out if you want to see how to use it before you actually ever need it. Ring is making it easier to sort through video clips captured by its cameras. The company launching a new AI-powered feature called Smart Video Search. This should let customers easily find specific moments in their Ring history just by using keywords. So, for instance, you can search for people, cars, animals, weather events, and more. And you can get specific. You can say like white car or red bicycle or raccoon. Smart Video Search is rolling out in beta. You might not have access to it right away. A bigger launch scheduled for November 5th. Now, to get the feature, you do need to be on Ring's new top-of-the-line plan, which costs $20 a month. That also includes 24/7 recording on certain wired cameras. And Nintendo has a new alarm clock that lets you wake up to the sounds of your favorite video games like Mario and Zelda. It's called Alarmo. Nintendo put some unique features in this clock to make sleeping and waking up more fun. So when you're waking up, the clock uses a built-in motion sensor to play bonus sounds like you're collecting coins when you move. The alarm also gets more intense the longer it takes you to wake up, and it turns off automatically when you leave your bed. The clock can also track your movements at night and play sounds to help you fall asleep. Now, the clock is $100. It includes 35 game themes at launch, with more available as a free update later. All right, richontech.tv if you want links to anything I mentioned there. Kind of a fun way to wake up.
Alrighty. So you had
So-
like a long-winded video.
Yeah, well, it's a bunch of tech. One cool thing that I got from the first part is the whole hurricane helping with Starlink and satellite. And if you have an iPhone, you can send a text message to your family and say, "Hey guys, I'm okay," or "Hey guys, send help." You know, or I think that's really cool that that's a feature that Apple came out with that they're able to do, and also the T-Mobile that they're allowing T-Mobile customers to do that. As far as the AI camera thing, I have a feeling that's going to be borderline intrusive and possibly send some information to local law enforcement or federal law enforcement. And all that tech can actually be hosted on a single, as I'm picking it up, a single Raspberry Pi. So why not just build your own if you have the know-how to do it instead of paying for that premium service? So that's my thoughts on all of that.
Do you have a? Oh yeah, no, you don't have a Ring camera. Or
I
Ring
have a
doorbell.
Wise camera behind me.
Yeah, I have a Ring camera. I like it. I utilize it. I don't pay for the service, the whatever. But
Right.
when someone rings the doorbell, I get a notification on my watch, my phone, my TVs, everything. And
So
and
I'm a
so
smart home nerd, as you know, and I have motion sensors that are basically when I leave, it'll send it'll send a notification onto my phone, and it'll take a picture of the camera and send it to my phone without needing to pay for anything. It's things, but I've built that myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your average user is not doing that, I guess. Your average
No,
user
I'm
is
not.
paying. I just have a problem with a big corporation having all that data. Facial
Makes sense.
recognitions, license plate
But then again,
recording.
but then again, Jimbo, that may help the police catch a felon, a child
Snitches
molester,
get stitches.
whatever. Catch those fucking murderers. Catch them bastards.
I feel like you need a warrant in order to obtain some of that stuff to make it legal.
I'd give it to them. If they're catching somebody that is murdering or doing something, I'll give it to them. Fuck it.
And then the alarm clock.
Who's gonna
feel
pay
like
$100 for a fucking alarm clock?
I thought who in this chat has an alarm clock still in their bedroom? I hear crickets right now.
I use my
I do
phone,
not.
my cell phone for alarm.
Everybody uses their phone except for Miss Danny. She still has an alarm clock. Her grandma lives in a very high crime area, and they actually police come ask for her camera footage on a regular basis.
There you go.
Yeah,
When that camera comes out, I'm probably gonna buy it.
It's probably just going to be software, like a software update.
It looks like the camera is gonna be updated too. Because
And
I
then as
have
far
a
as
generic Ring camera. It's only $50 that goes on the doorbell, and I got
you can always put
like
that
2 or 3
on your
months.
backyard or something. You know what I mean?
That's what
Like
I
you
was
can
gonna
use it.
do. That's exactly what I was gonna do.
So Ms. Danny sleeps very heavy and has an alarm clock, sets 3 alarms and sets some on her phone. I have like 4 alarms on my phone and an alarm on my Alexa. Cancel. Sorry if I triggered your A word. But having that alarm clock give Zelda sounds and Mario sounds and stuff like that, couldn't you just set that as your alarm sound on your phone?
Exactly. It's a waste of money, dude. It's a waste of money. That is a waste of money. The other thing that I find crazy is what if you have 2 people laying in bed and one has to get up and get out of bed and the other one doesn't? That alarm's still going to keep going off until that other person gets out of bed.
Or maybe it cancels the other person's alarm because person 1 got out of bed to go sleep on the couch or something, and it thinks
There you go.
that it's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
I
has
think
a loud fire alarm for her alarm sound, so she wakes up in a
Jesus
panic
Christ.
every morning thinking her building's on fire.
I think that Nintendo alarm is probably cute for like kids. You know, it's
Kids,
good for
right.
like little kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
For
don't
us
think it would.
regular adults, nah.
No, I'm not gonna pay for $100. I mean, it's a cool little thing, but come on, nobody's gonna.
So
Nobody.
here's how
nobody's
loud that her phone is that her boyfriend grabs it and throws it.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
loud. Mine get progressively louder depending on what time it is. And if I've missed the last alarm, like Android has that, like where it smart knows if you're up or not, I guess. I don't know. Apple probably has it too. And it actually announces the time. Like let's say I have to get up at 8:30 and it's like, or I set it for 8:30 and the latest time I have to get up is like 8:35. It'll be like, it's 8:35, like in a smart ass way to get me up. It's like, why aren't you awake?
I think the only day that I actually, because like I don't have a set time that I gotta get up for work because I work from home and I have like flex shift, so I can clock in from any time from between 6 and 10. Like if I clock in at 10:01, then I'm considered late. But
Yeah.
on Fridays I clock in at 6. So the only time I have a hard time getting up is on Fridays. I feel like Fridays are the only days that I really struggle to get up to go to work. But any other
Mondays
day,
are the worst.
any other day, I have no issues. It's always fucking Friday because I clock in at 6.
Jimmy G said, "Get a loud air horn from Amazon and have somebody wake you up." Your ass up. That'll wake your ass up.
Wake your ass up.
How dare you?
I have other Nintendo news.
All right, what you got?
Hold on, let me. So, Nintendo went on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter.
You could still say Twitter.
I know. A lot of you will be saying it that way. So let me share my screen here. Share screen. Okay. Can you see my?
Let me add it. Hold on.
Okay. So Nintendo announced on October 9th at 5 p.m. that they were going to do a test related to a new feature on Nintendo Switch Online, and only existing Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack members will be able to apply to this participation on a first come first served basis. So you have to have, it's a playtest program. We don't know what it is. It just, that's how it was announced. And it was announced.
I can't do it because I have the online regular. I don't have the expansion plus.
And I let my expansion pack expire, so I wouldn't be eligible. And then afterwards, on 5 p.m., to be able to participate, you have to have a Nintendo account, have to have what I just said, be 18 years or older, and be registered in Japan, US, UK, whatever. Not even. When did they post that? Not even a day later, the registration was full. They were taking 10,000 people and they got full immediately, when before that they said that they were going to give a week to
so they're full. They were full within 24 hours or less.
They were full within 5 minutes.
Oh, damn.
They were full within 5 minutes for this playtest program. So I have theories. So this is going to be my theory. So you heard it here first, folks. My theory is they're adding GameCube to the Nintendo Switch. That's my theory. They're adding GameCube to Nintendo Switch Online for the expansion pack users, and it's going to be cloud-based, and they're trying to get everybody on there to play test it to see if it works for for the regular Switch 1, and then that way they'll move it over to the Switch 2 when it comes out.
Well, they want to see if everybody jumps on it all at once, if it's going to crash or where the bugs are and stuff like that. That's my guess of what they're doing with the play test.
Exactly. But that's my prediction. GameCube is coming. Hot take prediction. GameCube is coming on the Switch.
Speaking of things coming along in
on the Switch,
the world, in the world, did you see the bartending robots at the Tesla event yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How you doing? What can I get you?
Can I try the blood orange?
Blood orange, coming right up. How's your night going?
This is awesome. Love it. You're doing a good job.
Good. Hopefully this drink makes it better. There you go, sir.
Appreciate
it. Nice
it.
cold beverage.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you.
Too slow. Too slow.
Of course, too slow. But is I'm just a little confused right now.
It's
Is
too
there a
slow.
guy in a suit though? Just
It's
doing
just too.
the
It's just too
because it
slow,
sounds
dude.
real. It sounds like a real guy.
I know it does, but I could have gave 3 beers to that one.
Yeah, but you're not a robot.
I know, but
They're taking our jobs. They're taking all of our jobs. Robots are taking all of our jobs.
yeah, but how much does that robot cost?
And another thing is at the end of that transaction, do you have to, does he swing the iPad around and press the give me a tip? Is the robot going to want a tip?
Either way, I could have gave like 4 beers in that amount of time.
So Elon had a press conference yesterday. He announced something called robot taxi. Have you heard about this?
Is it like Uber but robots?
Pretty much. And I'm going to play the clip here. I don't know if I'm going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play some of it.
Okay.
At Tesla's We Robot event in LA overnight, a glimpse at what could be the future of driving.
We have 50 fully autonomous cars here tonight.
CEO Elon Musk unveiling what he says is the company's first fully self-driving robotaxi. The two-door cab with no steering wheel and no pedals is powered by AI and will cost around $30,000.
We'll see autonomous cars become 10 times safer than a human.
The new car is expected to hit the road by 2027. Musk also announcing a robo-van that can carry up to 20 people.
The future should look like the future. Now, can you imagine going down the streets and you see this coming towards you?
And that wasn't all.
So you can have your own personal R2-D2 C-3PO.
Check out Tesla humanoid robot Optimus.
It can do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit your kids, it can walk your dog, mow your lawn.
It's the first product launch for Tesla since the Cybertruck was announced with a bang in 2019.
Oh my God.
Thursday's event marking a milestone for the automaker and Musk, whose self-driving dreams have been delayed by almost a decade. Today, Teslas with full self-driving capabilities still need a human in the driver's seat, ready to take the wheel if something goes wrong.
You must be fully attentive and have your hands on the wheel at all times while driving.
And even that tech is under scrutiny. Earlier this year, federal regulators said a critical safety gap in Tesla's self-driving systems contributed to at least 460.
So I'm going to stop it there. The rest of it kind of just talks about the in-depth things. But could you imagine pulling up to a stoplight and a robo taxi's next to you, and there's like a 12-year-old or a 5-year-old sitting in there, and where the driver's seat would be? It's crazy. You're like, what?
I couldn't imagine that, but I think eventually that would be really cool. But then, what would you do about driver's licenses?
Good point. And what if
So,
there's
like-
obstructions in the road and there's
Yeah,
I don't know.
well-
I don't know if I would feel comfortable going 70 miles per hour or whatever on the highway in a fully autonomous car with no
I think
steering
I'd be-
wheel and no way to take over.
I think it would be okay, like if you were doing like a daily commute to work. That's like how far you go to work.
Hmm.
Like that would be okay.
Right.
But like, I don't know, like me driving to Dallas in a fully autonomous car. No,
Like
I don't think
a road trip.
Yeah, I just can't see like a road trip. No, but
Well,
like
first
me
of all, it's
going
electric,
to-
so you're gonna have to charge it too. But it's a taxi, so I guess it's like I don't know. It's really weird. I can see like if you're going out drinking or something where it could be
Yeah,
beneficial.
definitely. But my thing is will they let you be able to buy these cars and be able to use them like personally? Like you just program where you want to go and it automatically drives you there.
Good question. I don't know.
That's what
And
I was
then-
thinking.
And then what about the robot bartender / nanny /
I don't know.
dog
I
walker.
wonder. I want to know how much that thing costs. If it's reasonable, I may buy it so it could do my job.
And mow your lawn and everything else.
I pay someone to do that.
Well, you'll have this thing.
Yeah, it depends on how much that thing costs. I imagine it probably costs like $30,000.
And also, it said to watch your kids. What if your kids are little assholes?
Yeah.
Thank you for the bits, short stuff.
Welcome in, short stuff. Thank you so much.
There's a lot to unpack in that video. That
I don't know. I don't know. I can't have a robot watching my kids, but I think like programming the robot to like do my job, that would be amazing.
Thank you, short stuff, for the bits.
I would probably have that. I'd probably buy another robot and have it do another job.
So let's just put the price tag at this robot for $30,000 just for this conversation.
Okay.
Do you think you can make that robot make you $60,000 in a year?
I think
let's say.
I think I think the first year you're gonna break even. You're gonna take. You know what I mean?
Okay, so then you're breaking even. Now you buy a second robot, and it makes you another $30,000 for that year. So now you're up to 60. And then the third year, you buy another one to do something else and make you more money. Now you're like quadruple your money investment. I can see that being something.
Or the other thing you could do is buy a robot, have them do your job, and then go find yourself another job. And then after you get that robot paid for, you buy a robot.
Have it learn that job. Yeah, and then you just keep getting jobs.
Yeah.
Also, I want to know how long it'll be until somebody uses it as a sex toy.
Yeah.
I bet you that's the first thing people think of.
I didn't even really think about that.
When let's say he bought one, husband bought one, wife goes, all right, I'm gonna go stay with my sister. Bow chicka bow wow with the fucking robot.
What's funny is I didn't think about that. I was really just thinking about how can I program this robot to do my job. I didn't even really think about that.
And make you money.
Yeah. I'm like Mr. Krabs. Money,
You know what
money, money.
oh dude, you know what I would do? I would program it to ask everybody for $1 and just like send it downtown Chicago. $1. Hey man, you got $1? Sure, here's $1. I keep walking. Hey, you got $1? Sure, here's $1.
Jesus Christ.
You just said something about Mr. Krabs.
Money, 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 money.
You see Wendy's new sandwich? New meal?
I'm Squidward. He's Squidward. We're all Squidwards.
So it looks like Wendy's. I don't watch what's that show called?
SpongeBob.
Yeah, I was like 12 or 13 when it came out, so I'm not really was never in the demographic to ever watch it. I've never seen a full episode. I've seen I've walked in while my brother's watching it and walked out. But this is what people are doing at Wendy's now, and it is freaking hilarious.
Why the hell did y'all steal my secret formula, man? What the hell? Let me talk to y'all's manager. Let me speak to Wendy, man. Where the hell's Wendy at? She stole the secret formula. Where's Wendy? Hey, don't eat here. They took my formula, man. Oh, thank you, dude. I got school now. Squidward, they got you here too, man. They got me, buddy. They got me.
They got me here. They got me, buddy.
They stole the secret formula. Where's Wendy? Where's Wendy? Get Wendy over here.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I thought about trying that over the weekend, the whole Wendy's burger thing. the frosty looks good. It's like pineapple or something. I don't know. It looks good.
I'm gonna have to
But
stop and grab one.
the one thing that I feel like Wendy's failed at with that whole thing is they don't have like special packaging for the food.
Oh, they don't?
No, the burger's just wrapped up in Wendy's burger and a fry
Nah.
carton. It's like, come on, dude. Like
Even Wendy or even McDonald's when they did like the Cardi B special in the
and the Travis Scott shit, they fucking went all out with it. Come
they
on,
went all
dude.
out.
They
Right.
like half-ass this shit. Like I know they put stuff on their drive-through and all that, but come on, you got to do it all the way.
Dave Thomas would be spinning in his grave.
Yeah, because he doesn't cut corners.
Right. Dollar menu is dollar menu. Bring that back. 99-cent menu.
Yeah. What is it? Dave's Big and Tasty. That's what it used to be called back then.
All right, I'm going to switch gears a little bit. Going back to the hurricane. We are raising money for the hurricane relief. Hurricane Helene and Milton wiped out a lot of people's properties. A lot of people have died, and a lot of people just have it rough, man. They just need a hand because the government isn't helping them. It's hard for the government to help them because they have no power. Scuba McGruber is putting together a fine Tiltify fundraiser. Follow that link or scan that QR code above me here. And even if it's $5, even if it's $1, that'll help out towards the cause that Scuba McGruber is donating his time and efforts to. And we are too, I guess, at this point. This is the first year we're not donating towards breast cancer because
awareness.
I feel like this is more important at the time right now.
I agree.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's more important, but
It is
breast
more
cancer,
important.
of course. Well, breast cancer is important, but we do that. We're taking a break this year to do this.
Yeah.
So the hurricane, back to the hurricane. I don't know how this guy is alive. He was floating on a cooler for like 2 days in middle of the Gulf of Mexico.
Is
and
it
they
my
rescued
dad?
him.
Is there
No.
beer in there?
Well, that's probably how he stayed alive, is he just kept drinking the beer. Stay hydrated, my friends.
He was
Here's
probably
the
hanging out with SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs.
at the bottom there, yeah. This is them
Bikini
rescuing
Bottom.
him. If that's a Yeti commercial, get this man a sponsorship ASAP.
I guarantee that's a cheap fucking igloo cooler.
It looks like an igloo, like those long ones that I had like at my wedding. Earlier when I was watching this, I thought the helicopter was a shark, like the shadow. I was like, oh, the shark's gonna get him. Oh, it's the shadow. Dude, get that man a sponsorship with whatever cooler brand that is.
RTC or
Like,
Yeti or
put that man.
Coleman.
That man should never have to work a day in his life ever again. He got literally saved from a cooler, and be like, yeah, man, a cooler saved my life. Igloo. Buy that guy a new house, new cars, because they're probably destroyed in the hurricane.
Oh, definitely.
Still on the hurricane here. You scroll on TikTok from time to time, as I do. You actually told me about this guy. There's a guy. Lieutenant Dan is what he's known as, and the story is actually really wild. So I'm gonna play the video, and then I have some follow-up stories to it. It's a rabbit hole. It's a huge rabbit hole, and I went down it, and so did you. So here's Lieutenant Dan, the story of him.
I'm not going anywhere because the safest place to be is on a boat in a flood. Okay, we learned that with Noah. everybody that stayed on land drowned. Noah and the animals lived. So I'm fine.
Do you have any animals?
No, I wish I did.
Okay.
But use 2 females.
I'm good. Are you okay? Everybody's worried about you.
Who's worried about you?
It's all over TikTok.
Everybody, across the country.
I'm gonna go live in a minute.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm gonna be fine.
I don't think people realize you're so close to down. I mean, you could just get off if something bad happened. You know what I mean?
He could just get off with those 2 females that he has in there.
Yeah. So he was on the Weather Channel and right before the storm with Jim Cantori. And usually when Jim Cantori's interviewing you, shit's about to hit the fan, like he's the guy they send out to like the extreme hurricanes and stuff. And they're interviewing him and he goes, well, boats float. So that's the reason why I'm staying in this thing. And Jim Cantori's like, boats tip over too. He's like, yeah, but they also float. I can swim. He's got one leg and he's like, I'm a really good swimmer. So he lived. After he lived, he was invited onto Aiden Ross's stream. I'm sure you're familiar with Aiden Ross from Kick. Formerly was on Twitch at one point, but now he's on Kick. And he goes on there before the night, like the day before the storm. He goes on Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross says, "I will give you a $2 million Twitch contract and a $100,000 brand new boat if you survive and you stream it and stuff like that." So he kept his end of the deal. He survived. And now Aiden Ross is pulling out of the deal because he found out that a guy with the same name in another state was a child molester, and he thought it was him. So he pulled out. He pulled out of the deal. He said, no. I've seen your rap sheet. I've seen the sexual harassment case. And he pulls out of the deal. It was the wrong name. The guy's like, he had the same first and last name, but the middle name was different and the age was completely different. So it's like clearly not him. So the internet's going crazy. The internet is going crazy. The internet's saying, oh, what a pedophile, this POS. So now people loved him and now hate him because of this. And it's not even him. So he finally goes on to like Fox News or one of those channels and says, look, that's not me. I have a rap sheet. He goes, I've punched a cop. I tried to set a woman on fire. And he's got a rap sheet. Yeah. But he doesn't diddle with the kids. That's not him. He's a different guy. Like he's like, yeah, I'll set a woman on fire, but I won't do that. So now Aiden Ross comes back and he goes, first he said on live stream, oh, I'm backing out of the deal. I didn't know this. I have to back out of the deal. I can't support pedophilia. So then he finds out that it's not him, but it's somebody with the same name. And he goes, oh, I never said that. I never backed out. That wasn't me that backed out.
Oh,
and then he went in. So he went into his VOD clips. He had his editors probably do this because he doesn't do it. He had his editors go into the VOD clips and edit those parts out where he backed out of the deal.
Yeah.
He's like, watch my VODs. I never said it. Watch my VODs. I never said it. But people were posting it all over TikTok of him saying it.
Yeah. So is he going to do it? Is he going to buy him or give him the money?
I think he has to. I mean, because it was the CEO of Kick that agreed to it.
Yeah. Jesus.
It was the CEO of Kick. Right now, this Lieutenant Dan, they posted on their Twitter page, like, new partner, Lieutenant Dan, or something like that. But hey, man, glad that guy's alive because that was a gnarly storm.
That's the main thing because he thinks he's better on water than he is on
with one leg.
One leg. Lieutenant Dan.
TikTok was wild the night of that hurricane. Like, it's like different people making up different stories about this guy Dan. Like I heard like people say that he was a successful business owner in like Texas who was rich because of the oil. And it's like, nah, he never was. He was, you know, he never was. It was just people saying that. You want to read the comment there from good old Jimmy G? That's 19 pages long.
Jimbo Chicago. When your cats drink their water from their water bowl, do they spill the water around the water bowl? My cat does. He's a sloppy water drinker from his water bowl. He sticks his paws in the water.
So yes, my cat is both cats are very messy eaters and drinkers, and my one cat
Sorry.
will stick his hand in and move the bowl around and like get water all over the floor, and it drives me insane. We got a mat that we put down.
I was about to say, why don't you get a mat for your fucking
We
cat?
put a mat down. We put a mat down, a
There you
plastic
go.
mat. And we got a really heavy bowl, so he can't knock it over, but he still knocks it over like a little a-hole. Where is my little a-hole? Not the one behind me. Not the one behind me. She's so like dainty and not her. Uh-oh. I break
What?
it. Oh, there we go. I broke my thing. Shot
That's
time.
what she said.
All right. Back to TikTok, since I was all over in a TikTok rabbit hole.
Yeah, you went down that rabbit hole.
They're getting sued right now.
Who's suing
by
them? You?
By a Louisiana town.
Oh, hell.
Here you go.
Today is World Mental Health Day. It's meant to spotlight mental health education and awareness. New lawsuit launched against TikTok this week alleges the popular app is purposefully addictive to kids and hurting their mental health.
More than a dozen states, including Louisiana, are suing the social media giant. NBC6 spoke with a local counselor about how social media really impacts mental health.
I actually agree that it is damaging to the mental health of youth. When we talk about social media apps, specifically TikTok, we have to be careful because the algorithm and the way that TikTok operates releases a significant amount of dopamine. And so the idea of TikTok targeting youth and being harmful to them and addictive is really right on target with a lot of the most recent scientific evidence.
She said if you're struggling with mental health, reach out to a counselor or use resources like Psychology Today. If you feel at risk of harming yourself, call the suicide hotline at 988.
That's like saying, let's ban cars because cars cause car accidents.
Right.
That makes no fucking sense, dude. I
I
don't
would
know why.
contribute that to bad parenting.
I was about to say, why can't we hold parents and kids accountable?
Right. I
Like,
mean,
what?
when I wouldn't do my homework, guess who got in trouble?
I did.
Exactly. It's all about being accountable for your actions. And I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
I understand a lot of people have addictions to their cell screens. Hell, I do sometimes, and I know you do too. We all do.
I
But then
do.
there's days where you're just like, okay, I'm putting this thing down. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that.
I think I should do like a no screen day.
That's usually on Sunday morning through like while football's on, pretty much. That's the day that I'm watching football or something else on TV. It doesn't have to be football.
Yeah. Because I've noticed like my wife is getting really addicted to TikTok. I thought
Mine
about
has
doing
been
it.
mine has been painting on this app. That's her
Painting?
thing she does. Yes, it's like an app where it's like paint by numbers, but it's an
Uh-huh.
app on your phone.
Oh, okay.
And I guess it's really addicting. And she's like, oh, and you can buy. She goes, you can buy things like, so it's a freemium app where they try to get you to buy stuff. And I'm like, don't put our credit card in there.
Yeah. It's kind of like playing Candy Crush, and
Right.
I keep losing this level. I gotta pay the 99 cents.
You're right. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, for an extra 99 cents, you can get another coloring book. I can go to the freaking dollar store for an extra 99 cents and get you a real coloring book.
Yeah, no shit.
And some crayons. Fuck. By
Color
the
me
way,
a
it
picture.
looks a little bit greenish now. I'm gonna go outside after our stream and take a look and see if I see anything.
You should buy her a coloring book and be like, all right, color me a picture. We'll put it on the fridge.
You're gonna come in December and there's gonna be 18 pictures just hanging on the fridge. We got another meat recall, another deli meat recall. This is gonna make you not another one. You're not gonna want to make sandwiches anymore.
Oh my God.
Here you go.
Ready-to-eat meat producer Bruce Pack has recalled nearly 10 million pounds of meat and poultry products. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says routine testing found Listeria bacteria in the food, and now the affected products were shipped to restaurants and other businesses nationwide. They were produced from June 19th through October 8th, so they could still be in consumers' refrigerators or freezers. There have been no confirmed reports of illnesses, but it can take up to 10 weeks for those symptoms of the infection to manifest. Symptoms include fever, muscle aches, confusion, or even seizures. There was another Listeria outbreak you might recall connected to deli meat earlier this year. If you have the product at home, you are asked to take it back to the store.
Bruce Pack Bruce or Poos, something
I don't
like
think
that.
we have that here, but I think I need to quit eating sandwiches.
I honestly haven't had a sandwich since the Boar's Head outbreak because a lot of our sandwich shops are Boar's Head.
Yeah, and Boar's Head's good meat.
Right. Was good meat until they figure that shit out.
Yeah. And you know what? I put Boar's Head on a fucking pedestal too. I used to say how much of a good meat product they have.
Yeah.
They killing people and shit, just like fucking Bluebell.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
an ice
that's right.
cream
That's
company.
right. Yeah.
Here in Texas, people died from Listeria, and I talk shit about Bluebell all the time.
Jimmy G said I don't make any sandwiches anyway, maybe a tuna fish sandwich and that's about it. I haven't had a tuna sandwich in forever.
That's what fucking Scoober eats when he goes to Subway. He gets the damn tuna.
So the primos at work, and I'm not being racist when I say the primos at work, is that's what they call each other, and it's just for 20 years they've been the primos, and Jose always brings tuna and stuff like that, like a tuna salad type stuff, and you put it on crackers, and you put a little Valentina hot sauce on it. Oh, so good. So good. The only problem is it doesn't really fill you up. It's not really like a meal.
Yeah.
So that's all I have. Do you have anything in here?
No.
You do. You do.
I got a picture. So last weekend on Friday, I went to Domino's because TikTok has that viral Domino's pizza. This isn't my pizza. I posted my picture.
I haven't seen the viral pizza. You got to explain it to me.
Okay, so here's a picture of the viral pizza. So
Okay.
you got to go to Domino's.
It looks underdone, first of all. That's like raw pizza.
It does. So you got to go to Domino's, and it only comes. You got to get the pan pizza, and it only comes in medium. They don't have a large pan pizza. You got to get a medium pizza, and instead of regular sauce, you get the Alfredo sauce, and you get cheese, and make sure it's extra cheese with bacon and cheddar cheese, extra cheddar cheese. And make sure when you get this, make sure you ask for it well done, because I didn't ask for it well done. They don't say get it well done, but
that looks
ask for well done. But
first of all, I would not be ordering that.
It was
I live in the
good.
Chicago area, and I will be getting Chicago area pizza versus this garbage.
It was good, but it wasn't great. It was just I don't know. I think it's overhyped. It's an overhyped pizza, and I think it's probably because I went to Chicago and I had really good pizza. That's just
Yeah.
me. Whatever.
Hey, you'll be here again soon.
Yeah.
I know you got paisanos on your list.
Yeah, I told Scouts I wanted to go to Paisanos if we can. If we can, it's fine. I mean, I'll be okay. I could always go to just Portillo's and get my dog and my beef and be all right.
I've got Thou Must Game is live. Who do you have?
Right into him. That sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna set up the raid, but before I do, tell them about the hurricane relief project that we are teaming up with Scuba McGruber to do.
Alrighty, so we are teaming up with Scuba McGruber to donate to Hurricane Helene and Milton. Isn't that right, Milton?
Yep.
Melton? Okay.
Scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Yeah.
Oh, I'm an idiot. So we're teaming up with Scuba McGruber. We're doing a donation charity program for Hurricane Helene and Milton for all the victims that are struggling through the power outages and their damaged homes. And we have friends and family and other people that live down there that are struggling without power, food, equipment. So
North
all you gotta do is
Carolina, come on and stand up. Yeah.
take your shirt
Get
off
them-
and spin it over their head like a helicopter.
Let's get them back on their feet. Let's get them
Yeah.
back spinning that helicopter.
So we got the QR code, the website, anything helps. Penny, nickel, dime. You throw that dime and nickel inside the change jar at Taco Bell. You could throw that penny, nickel, or dime inside this charity program.
It's through Tiltify. That link is down there, and Tiltify is a reputable company. We've used them in the past for our breast cancer awareness stuff. So, Scuba McGruber, you got to send me the overlays and stuff, and I can add them to our streams too.
Do you remember Taco Bell having that little change thing and you drop the penny and you tried
And
to...
if it lands on it, you get a free taco or something.
Yeah.
So, you know what a Mandela effect is, right? When something that
Yeah.
you think is real the whole time isn't.
Bernstein
Let me know
Bears.
if this is not a Mandela effect or not. When I was young, those little things that you put your change in and you spin it, weren't they filled with water at one point, or were they always empty and dry?
So I've seen them with water and without water. I think it
Okay,
depends
so
on the
I'm not a
location.
freaking nut job because I've said it
No.
to like different people and they're like, "What are you talking about? There was
Yeah,
never
different
water."
locations. Different
Okay, so I'm
locations, they
not a
put
nut job.
water. No, not a nut job. Different
I
locations
remember
had water.
being like 5 or 6 and my mom giving me a penny or something and I throw it in, and because it's got water, it does like that
Yeah.
sweeping, like you don't know where it's going to land, so you don't know where to spin it to. Okay, I'm not crazy. Okay, maybe I'm a little crazy.
I think my cousin's gone crazy.
All right. Are we going to do a show next week? I don't know about what my next week calendar looks like. Oh, I have a baptism next week for Laura's kids on Sunday. And something else on Saturday. I got to look at my calendar.
I may be going to Denton next weekend.
Okay.
There's a Halloween you ever seen that movie Halloween Town on Disney Channel?
Maybe.
Okay, well, there's a town.
This is cool. This is cool.
That's perfect. I like this one. Yeah. Anyways, there's a town in Denton. It's up by Dallas, Fort Worth area or whatever. They do a Halloween Town, and we're thinking about going and staying the night there and kind of doing the whole Halloween thing.
Do it to it. I got a Halloween party on the 26th, I think. I don't know. I got to look at my calendar. I'm all screwed up with events this month. This month, This month has seemed like it has turned into a very busy month. With
Yeah.
people just wanting to do stuff and stuff like that. So pay attention to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Jimbo James Show. 2 S's there. We'll post when we're going to go live next on there.
And we're on YouTube, Spotify,
Rumble, Twitch, Anchor, all that good stuff. TikTok. Kind of, not really. Ish.
your mom's basement. You know the deal.
All right. Closing time. I'm going to raid over to Thou Must Game. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.